Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to spend some time with me on the video today. We are going to be talking about bass tournament anglers and the First Amendment today, and how there has been a concerted effort that has rapidly accelerated over the past couple of years about tournament organizations, in my opinion, trying to squash the First Amendment rights, freedom of speech for the tournament anglers out there. So we're going to have a little discussion about that in today's video, and definitely get curious to get your guys' feedback on that as well. I'm also, guys, 2 quick housekeeping tips here before we get started. I just want to invite everybody, anyone interested in becoming a channel member here of Intuitive Angling. Channel members get private videos every week that are not seen by the public, and some access to my email address for your fishing questions. If you're interested, just go into my YouTube homepage, click on the join button on the screen, gives you all the information for that. I really appreciate that. And also, guys, please check out my new Blaukat's Corner page on Tackle Warehouse. I'll link that in the description too. So appreciate you guys putting up with the plugs there. Okay, guys, out of the, there's 5 tenets to the First Amendment. One of those tenets is freedom of speech, and the fact that the government says that nobody is allowed to squash your freedom of speech unless it causes violence or something like that. You're free to express your opinions, whatever, without fear of retribution or anything. One of the, I guess one of the exceptions to a rule of that is tournament organizations. Because, guys, we've all seen all the major tournament organizations, Bassmaster, MLF, every one of them out there. There is a, I don't know what you want to call it, but there is a sort of a paradigm in place there that you're not allowed to say anything you want to, or you're going to be reprimanded or disqualified or fined. We have seen a lot of anglers over the past couple of years that have voiced their displeasure with some of the policy issues within the tournament organizations, and we've seen them get warned, we've seen them get fined, we've seen them get kicked out of the tournaments, we've seen different types of threats, sometimes physical. A recent one, anytime somebody voices their opinion that is critical of the tournament organizations, there's a price to pay with that. And I understand that. I think there is something, and when you sign on the Elite Series and the Bass Pro Tier, there's something in there that, when you sign your release, your contract or whatever, that you can't say anything bad about the organization. But here's what I don't understand. It's like, how in the world is it good for the organization, or how does it reflect positively upon Bassmaster, MLF, or whatever tournament organization, if they just publicly squash the freedom of expression and freedom of speech of anglers being critical of their organizations? Now, here's another thing about it. It's like, every angler out there that I have seen that has gotten in trouble over expressing their opinions, that they go to, if the organizations deem they go a little too far, every single one of them, they're not saying something, just pulling it out of thin air. They have a legitimate, beef or disagreement with the tournament organization. And most of the time, the only reason that those things become public is the fact that they are just frustrated because they went to the tournament organizations, they've expressed their displeasure or whatever on whatever topic it is. It falls on deaf ears. And then, in the advent we have today of social media, that's an avenue to express your displeasure with that. Freedom of speech, I don't see anything wrong with that. And here's the sort of, that's not really a dilemma, but here's what I don't really understand, and here's what I'm curious to get your guys' feedback on this. Does a tournament organization have the right to tell its competitors, which are their customers, that you cannot say anything bad about the organization, or you're going to face some type of penalty for that? That just does not seem very American to me, even if it is a business. I mean, because these guys don't work for the tournament organizations. It's like, if you're a Bassmaster Elite Series Pro or a Bass Pro Tour, you are a customer of that organization. You are not an employee of that organization. So why can't the customers of any organization criticize the organization? It's like, if you're a customer, if you go to Walmart, you're a customer of Walmart, or if you're a customer of your favorite supermarket or something, do you feel intimidated that you can't say something if you didn't get good service or you were displeased with that? That's basically what's going on here. And right now, guys, they have made such a concerted effort to penalize people that come out vocally against it. Most of those guys are afraid to say anything. I hear it all the time, guys, because I got a bunch of friends that fish the Bass Pro Tour and the Elite Series, and most of them out there are afraid to say anything because they don't want to get, singled out and identified from the tournament organizations as a troublemaker and to face the repercussions of voicing your opinion out there. And as a result, they don't say anything. And that is not good. And I see it all the time here. It's like on my channel, guys, I don't ever criticize anybody by name on my channel here. I mean, very rarely will I even mention a name. But I get all the time people say, you better watch your mouth, Randy, you're going to get sued for slander. So I don't have the right to voice my opinion. It's like, are we just all supposed to shut up and fall in line, and just toe the line on everything? So I don't know. It's like, I'm a little disturbed by it, and I know a lot of my, touring level professional fishermen buddies are disturbed by it big time. So I don't know what we do about it. I mean, what do you do about a situation where you have a for-profit business that sets rules in place that their competitors or their customers simply cannot criticize them? That just does not seem right. There's something that seems inherently wrong about that. That seems like such a violation and such an un-American, position to have. I'm like I said, I'm a casual observer of it, but I can imagine if I was fishing the Bass Pro Tour or whatever, or Elite Series, and I was unhappy about something, and I'm gonna say, God, should I just keep my mouth shut, or should I say something and have a chance to get, suspended or fined or whatever? So it's a dilemma, and really I'd be curious to get your guys' opinion on that. Just shoot me some comments here, guys. Let me know what you all think about that. Let me know, are you on the side of the tournament organizations? Do you think, the anglers are having their First Amendment rights violated? What do you guys think about it? So hope you guys are well. We'll talk later.